You certainly don't want to be stuck on the roads anywhere right now. Snow, icy conditions, in addition to what you're hearing, the winds whipping across the area. The sound alone, enough to make you shiver. Thanks so much for joining us for the Storm Tracker 2 Weather Alert special coverage. I'm Deborah Knapp.
And I'm Steve Dunn. We do have team coverage of the storm and its impacts tonight. Our crews have been braving the conditions in the metro and beyond, bringing you the very latest as it's happening. Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Dave Selesky is tracking the timeline for what's coming next. We want to begin, though, with Katu's Right Gazaway live in the Columbia River Gorge at that crash involving more than 100 cars, right?
Yeah, Steve and Deb, you can see the conditions we've been dealing with out here all day. A lot of wind. Things have gotten better because the snow has stopped. You can see right now cleanup continues from this massive pileup. This 18-wheeler here was hit by an SUV and that axle was jammed up, so he's about to be able to pull off. So we've been seeing tow trucks out here all afternoon. You can see behind me, this is kind of the area where the pileup started, and you see just how many cars are involved. There's a truck right here off the interstate. I'm told an 18-wheeler was coming through, couldn't stop and hit those cars, knocked them off the interstate. The sheriff's office says 100+ cars are involved. We did touch base with Oregon State Police. They're in charge of this massive investigation. They say most of the injuries so far are just minor. They did not even have any serious injuries. They also didn't know of any fatalities. But early this morning around 10 a.m. when this all happened, people were stuck in their SUVs, so they had to go car to car to check on people. We've seen no fewer than probably 20 tow trucks out here. You can see this guy working on that. We've got a tow truck here about to take off this box truck. We've seen a number of cars leaving. Earlier today, we actually spoke with a couple that was making their way towards Portland. They said they were driving on the interstate. The conditions were so bad, even when we were coming out here near whiteout, because the snow was just whipping up around. So they were involved in this pileup. They told us a little bit about what happened. Take a listen.
The visibility was so low. By the time we got to the stop traffic, we tried to stop. We ended up smashing into a semi-truck and another passenger truck and got stuck there for a minute. We heard some more crashes behind us, so we decided to go ahead and go through in between the semi-truck and the median.
So that couple right there, they actually left about 20 minutes after that interview. That was about an hour ago. So they were out here for a few hours waiting on that tow truck. I spoke to them a couple of times over the 3 or 4 hours we've been out here, and they were really, really spooked. It was the last time I went up that they were finally ready to talk about what happened. But they said they were just very scared, glad they were okay. They actually saw our news story about the 100-car pileup. That's when they learned how many cars were involved. So they were very thankful to be okay. That cleanup, like I said, continues out here. You can see more trucks coming out here, some flatbeds that are coming out here to clear the scene. As I told you earlier, Oregon State Police, they're in charge of this investigation, but we saw Corbett fire out here, we saw Cascade Locks fire, saw a number of AMR ambulance crews out here just clearing this scene. The big news right now, though, is what Oregon State Police tell us: no serious injuries, which is nothing really short of a miracle given what happened. So just a lot of cleanup. Westbound is still closed. We've seen some cars moving through that they're clearing out of the crash scene, but traffic has not picked back up. You can see it's mostly just tow trucks backing up. You can also see eastbound traffic is moving just fine. As we were driving out here, there were pockets that were tougher to pass than others, but it's still passable. The wind is just what's so bad. You can see it a little bit. Believe it or not, the conditions have actually gotten better in the few hours that we've been out here. But just best to avoid this area, obviously, because the westbound side is closed, but even eastbound is pretty treacherous. So we'll be back out here at 3:30. We're going to monitor this cleanup as well, Steve and Deb, and we'll check back in about half an hour. For now, we're live in the Gorge Right Gazaway, K2 News.
This looks dreadful out there. Okay, right, thank you.